Hi, Michael from Factbird here, and today we're going to be talking about our advanced analytics and our Factbird View solution. So, in our advanced analytics page, as you can see here, we're looking at a month, and we are overviewing on a Pareto graph all the stop reasons that have been entered on this production line over the course of that month. What this will allow you to do is to deep dive into the reasons that your line is down, what's causing you to lose the most production time, and therefore where you can get the most value back by targeting those issues. We have customers using the system, and after the first month, they've all been surprised by what has been their biggest stop cause issue, because they thought it would have been something else. But the fact is in the data, and they're no longer relying on written sheets or operators' word of mouth. So initially, on this screen, you can see that we have the different color-coded stop code categories. So we have non-production, loss during operation, micro stops, batch-specific, and non-production activities. So the key one we want to look at is loss during operation. That's all your unplanned downtime. So in the last month, this line has experienced 224 stops, costing nearly 4,400 minutes of downtime for unplanned reasons. If we click on that, we get an overview and a breakdown of every single stop code that's been entered, how much production time has been lost due to that stop code, and how many times that code has been entered as well. So we can immediately see from looking at this graph, the biggest issue in the last month was a product jam. Cost nearly 1,300 minutes of production and happened 65 times. Then a belt snap, 780 minutes, 31 times, and so on. So really quickly, you can ascertain what is the biggest issue on my production line. What should I focus on to get the most value back? And also we can understand maybe, is it operator training? Is it a machine issue? Is it materials issue? What is it? What should we drive into? You can also go even deeper and click on the individual stop code. So now we're just looking at the product jams that this line has experienced in the last month. Below, we can see every single time this stop code has been entered, how long it costs the production, and any comments the operators have made when they've entered it. So we can immediately start to see how many times this is happening, how big the issues are, and when it's occurring. But we can also look at our scatter plot. So the scatter plot gives us a breakdown of this stop code over the past month. The dot represents every time it's occurred, and the size of that dot represents its duration. So immediately this can tell us, is this issue happening every day? Which, as we can see here, it pretty much is. Or for example, if it was an issue with 40 stops, maybe 20 of those stops are all on one day. And the scatter plot will show us that. So this will allow you to actually analyze and get a deep dive in to these stop codes and understand, is it something that happens every day that I should focus on, or was it something that maybe only happened once or twice on some really bad days for this reason? Also, what this allows you to do is once you apply a fix for these issues, you can use the scatter plot to look 2 weeks before the fix was applied, 2 weeks after, and see, have we actually reduced the amount of instances of this stop code happening during that time frame? So then we can assess, did that fix actually work and have the desired effect that we wanted? And also, as we can see here, a lot of the stops for this reason are all quite small, all quite similar in length, but the amount of time cost of production was greatly increased due to one big stop on the 21st of April. So now we know we can dive down and see what actually was that, what was the cause of that, and why did it last so long compared to all the other stops that has happened in the last month. And you can do this for every single stop code that you have in the system, and you can do it and scatter plot all of them, so we can get a real understanding what the biggest issues are. All the largest ones are of course non-production time here, but we can understand how consistently the line is down and really start to get a deep dive and understand those issues. Why are we losing value? Why are we losing money? How can we get that time back? And the second feature that I want to talk about was our camera system. So in the Blackbird system, you can link a camera to your production line. What that allows you to do is go into your live graph, click on any moment of your production, and pull up footage from that minute. So this can be really powerful if your line's gone down, maybe no one's there to monitor it, so we don't actually know. We can see it. We can see the footage and understand exactly what the problem was. So here we can see the line was down, and if we click on there, we click on our camera, we can immediately pull up that footage, and you can see here the line is down. It's one of our Lego conveyors we have. The line was down, and we can now look and understand why. You can pull up footage from the exact second the line goes down so that we can understand, right, this is the reason, this was the cause. And using that, that footage gets timestamped to the stop codes in the system as well, so that you can go into a specific stop and pull up the footage from that stop. So this just enables you to get better understanding of the issues your line is experiencing without the need to speak with your operators, without the need to discuss it. You can have the data that tells you what it was accurately in the system, on your screen, at your fingertips.